Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. I am Maria. This is Maria Nairobi. For all the ones that's returning, thank you for all my new babes. Hey girl, hey. So make sure you hit the like and the subscribe from the jump so we can stay connected. Today I will be going over my 6-month BBL and Lipo update. I know I'm a little late, but here I am to give y'all all the little juicy details. I am recovering from a cold, so excuse the Darth Vader voice. So I am about 7-8 months actually post at this point, but I wanted to do it at 6 months post, which would have been, I believe, May. But I'm a little late. I did get my BBL and 360 lipo back in November. I believe actually it was November 1st, 2020. And in COVID, I went to New York. I know I get this question all the time. I went to Dr. Sergio. He is based out of Manhattan, New York. I actually was referred to him by my aunt. I called them. They had an option between virtual and in person. Of course, I chose in person. I would highly recommend that. I did send them pictures and they gave me like a rough estimate, but then I told them I did want to come in person to see them. And basically he just examines you. He looks at your body, what he wants to take away. He asks you what you really want. You go over pricing, and then you can set your date that day or you can call back. I ended up calling back and I scheduled 2 weeks after that. Because I knew I wanted it already. His vibe was amazing. Sergio he's all that. So I really didn't speak to him throughout the process of like the paperwork. I spoke to his assistant and we had to get blood work. I did have to get a COVID test, I believe 5 days before the surgery. My surgery actually was on a Sunday. And I do have a BBL and lipo video already that goes over a lot of this, but just a recap. Please, I'm gonna have that tag somewhere, even in the description box, so you can look at that, because that goes over a lot about my recovery up front, which is extremely important. So let's fast forward to now. I can actually start at 6 months. So I did a big no, which is I stopped wearing my garment, which basically I think they tell you to stop you wearing it probably around like 3 or 4 months if you like Googled it. However, I would say you should wear it at least the first 6 months. Literally, I would say maybe not 24 hours, but it's as much as you can. The first 2 months, 24 hours. After that, I would say you just do it as much as you can. But after a while, to be honest, I literally stopped probably around month 5 because I was so sick of it. Like around in like the crotch area, that's where my faja, that's where it opened, and I was on my faja number 2. You start off with 1. As your body gets smaller and adjusts to the swelling, you should either get that one taken in or get another faja, which they call faja number 2. So mine was open around like the crotch and the butt area, like the lower butt area, and it was just rubbing on my inner thighs and like the sides of my vagina basically. And it was like making discoloration. It was like itching. It was just a lot. Like I couldn't do it. And of course I was watching my faja every day, literally, because it dries so fast. And I just couldn't do it. I was just like, I'm over this. I was over my boards because I was wearing an ad board with the foam boards. And I just was like, you know what? I love my body and I'm done with this shit. And I just stopped wearing it. And the reason why I say that I probably should not have done that is because I'm at what, 8 months now, 7 or 8 months, and I still have swelling. So I did speak to other people that actually experienced that as well. So that's why it's probably important that you keep that on, the faja, at least some of the time, or waist train. And I do wear my waist trainer sometime, but again, it's not how like I should be. So I feel like I'm still snatched, but I'm not as snatched as I could be if I would have really did what I was supposed to do. And also, I decided to gain weight at the end of COVID, well, COVID is still going on, but like through the whole year we're like boxed in the house and everything, I didn't gain a pound. Even before my Lipo and BBL, like I didn't have a lot of fat to work with because I was already like working out, like I was eating great. Excuse me. But now I think I've gained like over 10 pounds. So I started off like around 152 post BBL. 152, excuse me, or 155. Now I'm a good like 165 now. So he'll tell you as you lose weight, you're going to lose weight off your booty. As you gain weight, your booty will get juicier. So I did, sorry, I'm trying to adjust my camera. I did get more thick around like my butt area. So I'm like, yes, like I'm here for it. But I also started getting a little more fat around my abdomen area. So I'm just like, okay, I need to cut back and start doing certain exercises so I can lose from my stomach but not lose from my weight, my butt weight. So, and I'm going to pick pictures like I would say the picture that I'm gonna post now is going to be probably 4 months into my BBL, 4 or 5 months, and then the next couple of pictures are going to be now. Like, so you'll see that it's a little more juicier. So I'm definitely here for it. But for all that to say, like, I would definitely recommend like wear your thigh high as long as you can. Definitely waist train. Definitely watch your weight, because your weight, although you had lipo, you still can gain weight in certain areas, especially if you're not constricting. Hi, baby. You're not. You want to say hi? That's not Roby, my other half. So yes, I would say definitely just watch what you eat and watch your weight, because although you did have surgery, it is a possibility that your stomach will start getting a little larger, and the areas that you took the fat from may come back. So I'm working on that. I still feel like I look amazing. I do not regret my surgery one bit. So yes, I guess the next question would be like, do you like your body, Maria? And I love my body. I totally recommend it to anybody that you're thinking about doing it. Definitely watch my first BBL lipo video. But yes, I do love it. I feel like my body is amazing. I feel like it looks extremely natural. I have like already had thick thighs, so my thick thighs with the butt, it just totally match. I'm only 5'2", so I feel like it's very it just matches one another, like how my body is proportioned. Watch my salt intake, because that would contribute to my swelling in my stomach, especially since I'm not constricting it. And then also another thing that I didn't mention before, I have not gotten a massage. Like, so what I was telling you guys before in my first video, I went beyond the 5 lymphatic massages. So I was going for maintenance, like basically Jess, and I'll have her information in my description box. She's amazing. Hey, queen. So she literally was like molding my body into what I wanted it. So like, if you could only afford the 5, that's totally understandable because they're not cheap. But if you could do more than that, I would say do it as much as you can do it, because it's literally just molding your body into that shape that you want. And I was going like, I would say like weekly or every other week. I haven't been in a while, so I think I should go there to meet with her as I'm coming down on my stomach weight, because I do want to focus on that and don't lose weight from everywhere, because I want my booty fat. So I want to go back to her just so I can start getting those massages, and then this where I am swelling, she can kind of mold that out. And then she does like wraps, where she'll like wrap your stomach to make it look certain ways. If you have any cellulite, which I do have in my legs, she'll work on that as well. So I think that I just need to attack it again. I got kind of lazy at the end because I was already snatched. I'm like, shit, like I don't have to do all that. And since you kind of do, you still got to keep up on your body. You still should eat healthy. You still should exercise. So I'm just trying to get back into that. But to answer the question, do I like my body? I love it. I love it. Even with the extra little stomach fat. And I'll show you in the pictures. I still feel like it looks amazing. Like, and in the beginning of the video, I put a picture of what my butt used to look like to now. Sis caking. And again, it's not like no crazy cake that's not proportioned to my body. It's like for me. So I feel like it's perfect. It's definitely perfect. Like, I really love that I got it. Sitting. So I was sitting on my butt at 6 months. And I know I read a lot about like do not sit on your butt at all because you could you could possibly deflate it. I didn't experience that. I would say for the first 4 to 5 months I was sitting on my pillow. I had like the butt pillow, and then I had the boppy. In the car I had a pillow as well, but then after a while I'm like, I really don't need it. I don't feel anything. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't itch, it doesn't like any of the weird things you experienced in the beginning. I was no longer feeling that, so I didn't feel the need to use those pillows anymore. And I don't feel like it had an effect on my butt. Like I just said, like my butt has gotten bigger just because I've gained weight. It doesn't look like it's lopsided or lumpy or anything crazy like that. So definitely listen to your doctors or what your doctors are saying and do your own research. But for me, at 4 or 5 months, I was no longer using any type of pillows for sitting or anything driving. I was just out here. That's one thing I would say I don't regret, because I don't feel like it had an effect on like the shape of my butt or how big my butt is. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Another thing, I guess this is my last thing, finding clothes. Like, it's so crazy. Even with my weight gain, I told you like my stomach and my abdomen area got a little bigger. Even with that, like my weight, my hips and my butt is still bigger than what my weight, like my stomach area is. So finding jeans are so hard. Like, it's so weird trying to, I do a lot of ordering online, so it's like I'll get jeans and I can't fit them. Like, they're fine around like the thigh area, but when it gets to the butt, like it fits the butt a little bit, but the gap around the stomach area is so large. Like, I can't wear anything like that. And then like with certain sweats, like it's weird. So prepare yourself for that. I am finally back into wearing jeans, because in the beginning I just wore tights. I would recommend that, just so it won't like have any effect on your butt, like any lumps, because sometimes the jeans can just have weird effects on your body when you're healing. So I am going through that. I really don't know what my size is. It's still like a trial and error, just because I'm just starting to get into that. So just to prepare you, a lot of the jeans that I previously had, which was probably like a size 11, 13, maybe 11ish, I can no longer fit them. So I had to give a lot of those clothes away. And then other stuff that wasn't flattering before, because I really didn't have that much of a shape, is like super flattering now. Like, what? I can wear that and look like that. So yeah. So yeah, definitely look out for that. I would say do not buy any clothes until you get at least to your 6-month mark. Like, because unless it's like dresses or something like that, but jeans and stuff, like, or bodysuits, I would say no, because your body does change. Like, it is an ongoing process. I think that's about it. Like I said, hopefully these photos are coming up. I tried to put photos throughout the video, so you can see that I'm telling the truth, exactly how my body looks. Hopefully it's some type of motivation to the women or men that's out there that's thinking about getting a BBL. This is where I'm at 8 months. I love it. I encourage you guys to make the best decision for you. Don't let nobody deter you either way. If it's something that you want to do, you do it. Please look at the description box for all the information that I'm referencing. It should be in there. If it's not, leave it in the comment section. Or definitely hit up my Instagram, Maria_Nairobi_. I get a lot of DMs for people asking me different questions about my BBL lipo experience. I have no problem at all answering any of your questions. Or leave it in the description box. Make sure, again, you like, you subscribe, you comment. I'm an open book. I encourage all of you to stay true to yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, babes. Bye.